Good day, everybody. Welcome to a new week, and this is it. This is the last of our 40-40 studies together. Can you believe we began this about 15 weeks ago? Unbelievable. But thank you so much for watching along and getting into God's Word with us each week. And we're going to finish off with the theme Hope for the Future. And we're going to look at Revelation chapter 21, verse 1, and then verses 3 to 5. Let me ask you this today. Do you like a happy ending? Now, I have to confess, I definitely prefer watching a movie with a happy ending rather than a realistic ending. You see, as humans, well, it seems that we have this inbuilt hope and love for happy endings. I mean, can you imagine how awful some of our favourite movies would be if they didn't have happy endings? Imagine if all the toys were destroyed in the fiery furnace in Toy Story 3. Imagine if Kevin's traps didn't work in Home Alone and the burglars got in and ransacked the house. Imagine if Batman hadn't been able to escape out of that prison in The Dark Knight Rises and just wasn't able to help anybody. Imagine if Frodo had accidentally dropped the ring on the way to Mordor in Lord of the Rings, and as hard as he tried to retrace his steps, well, he just couldn't find it again. Imagine if James Bond wasn't able to escape this tricky situation this time and he just ended up being shot. It's unimaginable to us. We couldn't live with it. We would despair because we need a happy ending. Why? Well, I think we need to see happy endings because we need to believe that that can be true for us as well. Without God stepping in, it's hard to imagine a happy ending for planet Earth and its inhabitants. You see, the Earth's natural resources are distributed unfairly and they're used at a colossal rate. There's pollution, destruction, wars, natural disasters, not to mention our vulnerability in the vastness of space. A more realistic ending would surely be the annihilation of Earth and its inhabitants. But that's not God's plan. He assures us that for those who have been reconciled with Him, there is always hope for the future. We read about that incredible hope in the book of Revelation, in chapter 21. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Look, God's dwelling place is now among the people, and He will dwell with them. They will be His people, and God Himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, or mourning, or crying, or pain, for the old order of things has passed away." He who was seated on the throne said, "I am making everything new." I've had moments in the last year or so when I've had to cling on to those amazing words from Revelation 21 and cling on to them tightly. You see, in times of great concern, in times of great loss, in times of grief over loved ones, the hope of God's promise has shone like a lighthouse in a dark night. The promise is this: after the final judgment, God will establish a new heaven and a new earth, and it will be perfect. In the words of Julian of Norwich, all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. What hope we have in Christ. And let me add to that with the words of Tim Keller, who says this: in all danger, God protects us, and either He will be with us or we will be with Him, so all will be well. When tears are flowing, we can look forward to a future with no tears. When we're in pain, we can look forward to a future with no pain. Finally, God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven. What a hope, what a promise, and what a future we have in Christ. Let me ask you this as we finish. Is that future yours? Trust in Jesus, and this promise can belong to you. As we finish off our series, as we think about this theme of hope, Well, I want to encourage you to listen to one last song. If you go to YouTube and you search for It Is Well by John Foreman, well, you'll find a video of John playing this song over lockdown in his basement. It's a beautiful version of that great hymn that reminds us of the hope that we have in Jesus.